would you rather be stuck in the woods with a man or a bear? I want you to go first. And then we're going to go around the table like this, and then we'll circle back to you. So go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
It's a man or a bear?
Would you rather be stuck in the woods with a man or a bear?
A bear.
Okay. What about you?
Yeah, bear.
A man. Do you want us to explain why or no?
Yeah.
We'll come back to that.
A man.
Probably a man.
Probably a bear.
Oh, okay. Got the friend group here.
What am I
and what about you?
100% a man.
Okay, so we got man, bear. Okay. Did you only say that because your two friends over here said bear and you feel like I can't go against my friends?
We stick as a group.
No, honestly, I just think that I would be able to outrun the bear.
No, you can't. You can't.
Taking her own runs.
If I just did,
You can't do that.
like if
Babe's
I
gonna
didn't provoke
Erroneous.
the bear,
Erroneous. Erroneous.
I feel like
Erroneous.
if I didn't provoke the bear, nothing would happen. But like
That's not true.
That's risky.
I don't know.
Not necessarily.
I don't know. I feel like men, like a scary
Well, you did-
man is scarier than like.
Oh boy.
But
Yeah,
they
but
But you didn't say
You didn't
scary,
specify
right?
what the intentions of the man was.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
Is,
Well,
is
hold
he
on.
like a just a regular
But
man?
the interesting with here's what's interesting to me with this question. No one is assuming. Wait, hold on. How do I want to frame this?
Yeah.
Ill intent of the man.
I'm assuming a baby cub.
Everyone seems to assume the man is bad, but
Yeah.
like no one is assuming the bear is good.
Yeah.
So how do we not like? What if we just apply? Let's say they're both have bad intentions.
Oh.
I'd rather get mauled alive than
I
beat
think
up
I'd
by a
have-
man.
I think I'd have better odds
Against
fighting off a man, than a
Yeah,
bear.
me too.
100% you'd have better odds.
And if I were to just walk into the woods alone and I came across a bear, the fear that would go through me compared to if I came across a man,
I'd be
I'd be
scared if I
scared
came
about
across
the
a man.
I would be a little off put.
Bears are
I'd be like, oh,
animalistic.
there's something.
Yeah.
But if I saw a bear, I would freak out.
I'd
I
probably
think-
would
be
say I'm
excited.
flexible.
I feel like
Well,
the
and you
argument.
can't reason with a bear. You can reason with a man.
I'd have better
I
odds with
feel
the
like the
man.
argument stems from like the worst a bear can do is like hit you, maul you, like kill you. But there's like so much more that a man can do. Like not all men, obviously, but like a man with ill intent can do like before he kills you. And I think that's what goes through a lot of women's head when they choose a bear first.
See, I would feel like if I'm in the woods, I'm probably lost. So I'm
Private
go up
chat.
to that man and hope he can help me find my way out. But
Zero
I'd love
survival
to see
skills
a
if you're
bear.
going straight up to a man in the woods.
Well, no, but
probably
the
has
man we didn't
survival
say he's
skills.
That's actually probably
dangerous.
great survival
Yeah, probably
skills.
great. Go for
Wait,
the
we have a
person
chat
that's
here. Would you
there.
rather be stuck in the woods with a man or sunglasses and handle of Jack? Feel scared for the imaginary pilot.
Oh, geez.
Oh, dang it.
I choose the man
I
over that.
Yeah.
Although that would be a lot more
I'm choosing the
entertaining.
man. Nick, does that pull up a photo? Is it like just the photo, or does it also show the? Yeah, perfect. One of my viewers wanted me to ask this one. This is just a fun thing. So this is the man. Let me know when you get it, Nick.
Oh.
So this guy, or he kind of looks like a bear. This guy, or
Bender the
okay, we'll
offender
come back to it.
donated $200.
No way.
There's no way you just said you can outrun a bear.
Yeah.
They can climb trees too. You ain't
True.
escaping a bear.
I think it's more like if I'm gonna get killed by a man or a bear, I'd rather be killed by the bear.
Really?
Because
Me too.
of what the man
Yeah.
can
Wait.
do before he kills me.
Yeah.
The man can get away with it too.
Well, what if the man like?
A bear would.
No, a bear would, but I mean it's a bear.
Wait,
Let's
question.
be realistic. They're not
What
going to
about-
walk
no
up the
trial
bear.
for the bear.
Let's say the man doesn't want, like, because it's like the assumption here is like they're going to SA you or whatever. What if they don't want to SA you, but they do have like violent intention? They want to kill you, but they're going to like, they're not going to like torture you or anything. They're just going to like shoot you or something. Would that be, so you know for a fact the man would,
Grid 1 Motorsports donated $200. For fuck's sake, you will never know the man was there. He knows you will just be a drain on his resources and add nothing but woman prattle, so we'll hide and watch the bear get indigestion.
bear indigestion.
gosh.
Yeah, I think
I'd
you're good
rather
one.
just get shot.
Yeah.
So the scenario is like the guy will shoot you, or this bear.
Is gonna try to maul you.
You don't know. He's the bear's aggressive and
Yeah.
wants to attack
I'd rather
you.
just get
Well,
shot.
yeah, I would rather just get shot.
I'd rather get
All right.
mauled by the
Well,
bear.
Wait, pull the photo up really quick.
Well, I don't
wouldn't
really
wanna-
Wait,
understand.
which guy? This guy or the bear?
I think maybe
The bear.
I could
The
escape
bear.
that
Still the bear?
man,
Still the
because
The bear.
I could run
man-
faster than that.
Sorry,
man.
Jay.
I'd rather
Sorry,
my
Jay.
name make headlines like,
That's Jay, by the
mauled
way.
by a bear rather than killed by a man. I
Yeah,
want to
but
get taken out by a
that man
man.
is like not in
Yeah.
the best
Well,
shape,
so
and
bears,
he's older.
bears also they're not good killing machines.
Yeah.
They're
They will just
not
mutilate.
effective.
Yeah.
So all they
Yeah.
do.
You alive? Is that?
Well, so they will. Yeah, they eat you alive.
Yeah.
So most of their diet is fish,
And fruits.
dead carcasses, fruits. Sometimes it'll be other animals, but they're not very effective killing machines. So they will eat you while you're still kicking.
Yeah, and you'll
And
like,
oftentimes,
bleed
people
out.
who get mauled by bears, if they do die, it's very, very later.
And if they
Yes,
survive,
yes,
they're
that's
ultra traumatized.
Exactly, it's rough.
Yeah.
So yeah, generally for this argument or this discussion, it didn't really. I don't think it got the point across that it wanted to get across to me. It just pointed out that a lot of people think with their feelings and not with their head.
Yep.
I think there's also like a bunch of layers of mistrust, right? We've seen so many negative things happen, especially now that we have internet and heard all these stories about
I think the
women
negative
being
things just
SA
like-
and things like that.
Yeah.
Like it just naturally inclines you towards.
I
steering
also
away
think
from
that the
human
negative
experience.
things are the things that come to the surface way more than the positive things.
I'm
I
just
think
curious on
generally speaking,
That's news in general.
Yeah, it's just news in general. I
Anxiety
think
and
men
voting.
in general would rather protect a woman, and bears in general could care less.
Yeah.
Could not care
They don't
less.
care what your
Yeah.
gender is.
Now let me ask you guys a question. Those of you who said bear, let's change the setting from woods to a 10 by 10 room. Does that change anything?
Well, you're-
Starting with you,
A 10 by 10 room?
10 by 10 room. Does that change anything?
How big is that?
10
by 10.
Okay, okay.
Just
Like
think
the
of this
small-
area.
This living room.
Oh my god, that changes it.
What's the
Is
answer?
it the same man that you showed before?
Same man, same bear.
What? No. It's a random man.
The man.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it would probably change it just because in that setting, like, there's really nowhere for you to go. Well, yeah, I guess. Then, yeah, it would change.
Well, in the forest, arguably, there would be nowhere for you to go.
Yeah.
Well,
either.
more forest. Like,
Because this hypothetical.
like, you run farther.
Well, the hypothetical would seem to indicate that you will make contact. Otherwise, what if you don't
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
contact
Then
in the
there's no
hypothetical?
issue.
Yeah.
What would the issue be? So in both scenarios, you're making contact.
If it's like a man with malintent, then
No. But it's
I'm
a
just-
random man.
if it's a random man, is it a random? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's a random man.
kidding.
So
Try
they
to-
could be. It could be, for example, the random man that generates could be your brother or father.
Oh.
It could be,
Because it's random.
or it could be a good man.
Well, if
It's actually very. It's more likely than not that whichever
good
random
man.
man you get is going to be a good man.
Could be a skinny man. Oh my god.
then if he's gonna be a good man, then I'll say man.
No. Hold on.
I know it's a
random
random
though.
man. It's a
So
random
you're-
man.
don't
there is the
know.
possibility it
There's
could
a
be a terrible
possibility.
But the
man.
Yeah.
probability
Man,
is
yes.
higher
Yeah,
than it's
then-
good.
What
yeah.
about you?
I think going into like when you first said the question, I was thinking about which one would I rather be killed by.
No.
So in
It's-
like this, I guess I would change my answer. Like even in the woods, I would say a man, and in the room, I would say a
Well,
man.
even if you pick the bear, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get attacked. It doesn't necessarily mean you'll be
yeah,
attacked.
Just the
But I
probabilities.
don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like there probably is a higher chance that I would be able to survive.
Okay, she's
than
changing
that.
it up now. Okay.
Well, just like I had thought about it, I was
Sure.
like, I would rather be killed by the bear.
But your
But
gut
that's, like,
instinct
Yeah.
was
If I
different.
was like gonna get killed, like for sure, like I'm getting killed.
I'm not even sure if you'd want,
Yeah, I think-
even then, if
yeah.
you'd prefer to be.
I think you're
killed
just
by a bear.
misinformed.
I think.
I don't know. I feel
Sorry.
like it's like we hear
Go ahead.
more.
Go ahead.
Like, sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, you go ahead, then you go ahead. Go ahead.
I feel like we hear more like horror stories about like assault, and so that fear is like ingrained in my head. Like I would never want that to happen to me, but I don't hear about like getting mauled by a bear much. So
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
I'm just like not.
Well,
like,
there aren't too many bears in the city.
Right.
so-
Yeah. Well, like it's just not like one of my biggest fears.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, okay. And then you were going to say?
Kind of piggyback off of Alyssa. It's just kind of like in the like initial like or on TikTok when that question was like circulating, it is more like about like the essay and things that like would happen it was a man with malintent, and then what would your decision be? But if it's like obviously like you said, a random man and it could be good, then
I
switch.
This is like a perfect situation because I had no idea what the reference was to, so it was just my inherent response. But sounds like you ladies had some backstory to it, and that impacted like your actual response.
Yeah, well, like when I saw it before, like on TikTok or whatever platform it was on, that was like what a lot of like the responses was, and then that would get me thinking like, yeah, I've heard all these horror stories, or I've had.
I think this is more of it's more a negative comment on like how our social media and how media in general portray men, because the image that you're getting of men is obviously pretty negative. Whereas generally speaking, men are not like that. They're probably it's like we said, it's more likely you'll meet a kind-hearted man in the woods than you will a kind-hearted bear.
I do agree that I think that what gets pushed out in the perspective of men is definitely negative, and I think that's just because that's what like sells more and gets more views. But yeah,
do you feel like the reverse is also true? Like women get a bad rap that just because they want maybe a financially stable, secure man that's going to take care of them, now women are all of a sudden considered to be like
you have to,
super like materialistic and gold diggers and all that stuff.
So if we just put a blanket statement, like for example, if we put men in this situation, like would you rather, I don't know if the bear thing is perfect, but
I don't.
Would you rather be in the woods with a bear or with like a gold digger?
Well, because there's no threat